Morrisons Interview Questions and Answers. This is a summary of the application process. Here is a step-by-step summary to help you prepare. Step 1. Online application. Visit the Morrisons career site and search for customer assistant roles that match your location. Fill out the application form with your personal details, availability, work experience, and upload your CV. Step 2. Online assessment. After submitting your application form, you'll receive a link to complete an online test. This usually includes basic maths, situational judgment, and verbal reasoning questions. The test helps assess your problem-solving skills and how you will respond to typical retail scenarios. Step 3. Interview. If successful, you will be invited to a face-to-face interview with a team leader or manager. Expect questions about your availability, customer service experience, and how you would handle specific situations. Step 4. Job offer. If you pass all stages, you will receive a formal job offer. You'll then complete onboarding paperwork and training before starting your first shift. Interview day. What to expect. After applying for the vacancy online, you will be invited to attend an interview in store. When you arrive at the store, look for a staff member on the shop floor and tell them who you are and that you have come for your interview. You will then be walked into the staff room where you will wait. When ready, the manager will introduce themselves and walk you to the back office where you will start your interview. Remember to bring along with you your ID documents also. Interview process. This is a very informal one-to-one interview, so there is no need to be nervous. It consists of one person interviewing you, usually the store manager, and looking over your application form and CV. They then explain the role they are offering in more detail and check for your suitability. It takes around 30 minutes to complete, followed by the manager showing you around the shop. Make sure you dress smartly and arrive early, as punctuality and presentation are valued. The brief store tour helps you understand the role and environment you'll be working in. Interview preparation. Before starting the interview questions, it's helpful to understand some key details about Morrisons and the responsibilities of a customer assistant. Morrisons stock a wide range of ambient or grocery products, so you may be asked to replenish shelves on the shop floor or help unload deliveries in the stock room. The store also carries frozen goods, which means you might work in the cold room storing new deliveries or restocking freezer cabinets on the shop floor. There is also a chilled section offering products like milk, butter and yogurts where you may be responsible for rotating short-life items to reduce waste and maintain freshness. Morrisons also offers specialist counters for meat, fish, deli and bakery, so you may be asked to work on these departments. You will be trained to use the checkout so you can step in during busy periods to help manage queues. As part of your duties, you may need to receive deliveries at the back of the store and organise stock into the correct areas, including frozen, chilled or ambient sections. You might be asked to carry out stock changes during the day or assist with larger layout shifts after closing time to prepare for seasonal events like Christmas or Easter. Occasionally, you'll be expected to work an evening shift with the team to complete a full stock take. Morrisons has self-service tills in many UK stores to reduce queues and improve speed, so you will need to be trained to assist customers when required. What makes Morrisons different? Vertically integrated supply chain. Morrisons owns farms, fisheries and food production sites, helping control quality and costs. Fresh food focus. They're known for their in-store butchers, bakers and fishmongers, offering freshly prepared products daily. More branded choice. They stock a wide range of branded and owned label goods. More card loyalty scheme. This offers personalised discounts, points and exclusive deals through the loyalty app. Price cuts and savers. They offer regular price drops and multi-buy offers across essentials and branded favourites. Market Street concept. They have a unique store section with specialist counters for meat, fish, deli and bakery, mimicking a traditional market. Customer service emphasis. They have more staff on hand than discounters and are trained to assist and provide a personal touch. Traditional checkout style. Staff scan and pack items at the till, with self-checkouts also widely available. Store layout. It is designed for a full weekly shop with clear signage, wide aisles and dedicated fresh zones. Staff pay and benefits. It offers competitive wages, colleague discounts and development opportunities across roles. Interview process step 1. The interviewer will then ask you an initial set of questions. 1. Why do you want to work at Morrisons? 2. Tell me about yourself and what jobs you have done before. And 3. What do you know about Morrisons? This section is very brief and they are asking to see if you have done any customer-facing roles before. This is not too difficult due to the standard questions asked. Why do you want to work at Morrisons? Why do you want to work here? From the job description, I feel my skills are well suited to this position. I have many years of experience of working in retail and understand what is involved in this customer-facing role. I have developed my skills working on the checkout and on the grocery, chilled and frozen department, and have an experience of unloading deliveries. I also enjoy interacting with people and helping them find what they need, and see this role as a great opportunity to grow within the retail sector. Overall, I feel I have the type of knowledge and experience necessary to succeed in this role. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself and what jobs you have done before. Here you need to talk about your education and give relevant examples of your past roles that relate to this job. As mentioned before, I have worked in many customer-facing roles. I understand that customer service is a large part of this particular role. I also understand that working in the warehouse stocking shelves and unloading deliveries may be required. I have worked in retail for many years, serving all kinds of people and can operate a till accurately. I also have warehouse experience. As part of this previous role, I unloaded deliveries and organised a back storeroom and performed stock counts on a regular basis. What do you know about Morrisons? They were founded in Bradford in 1899 as a market stall by William Morrison, and it has evolved over more than a century into one of the UK's leading supermarket chains, known for its strong heritage in fresh food and commitment to British farming. It is known for offering quality products at competitive prices while maintaining a strong focus on fresh food and customer satisfaction. I know Morrisons has over 500 stores nationwide, with typical opening hours from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. While its core business is through physical stores, Morrisons also offers online shopping and home delivery services. The supermarket sells a wide range of groceries including fresh produce, chilled and frozen foods, bakery items, household essentials, and its own award-winning brands such as The Best and Nutmeg. Interview process. Step 2. Further questions. What makes for good customer service? What makes for good customer service, and can you tell me about a time you delivered great customer service? It involves going above and beyond the customer's expectations, listening carefully to their needs and finding the right product for them. Think back to any retail experience when you interacted with a customer face to face and helped them solve their problem. If a customer asks you where a certain product is, do not point or tell them it is on a particular aisle. Take them to the product. Dealing with a difficult customer. Can you give an example of when and how you dealt with a difficult customer? While working at a supermarket during a busy bank holiday, a customer became upset because a multi-buy offer hadn't applied correctly at checkout. My task was to resolve this issue quickly without holding up the queue or escalating the tension. I calmly apologised and asked to see the items. I double-checked the signage and realised that one of the products wasn't included in the offer. I explained this clearly and offered to swap it for the correct item myself while she waited. I also reassured the next customer that I'd be quick to avoid delays. She appreciated the effort and thanked me for resolving it without a fuss. The queue kept moving and the customer left happy. Scenario questions. You are putting grocery stock out on the shop floor and a customer approaches and asks you where a certain product is. While you are doing this, the bell rings for a colleague to open up another till. What do you do? I will finish helping the customer by taking them directly to the product and then going to the checkout to see if they need any extra help with the queues at the till. What would you do if you saw some fresh produce that does not look fresh on the shelf? I would assess the situation by looking at the items carefully and speak to my colleague who is running this department to notify them. Depending on the item's condition, I would either reduce the price or discard the item if it is not suitable for sale, and then restock if possible with fresh produce. I would also use a yellow sticker to label the reduction if needed. You are nearly at the end of your shift and the shop is 15 minutes from closing, but you notice a HGV Morrisons delivery driver at the back door with 5 cages of frozen goods that need properly storing in the cold room. Your manager asks you to stop behind for help. What do you do? I understand the importance of receiving and properly storing deliveries, especially when it comes to frozen goods. I would be willing to stay longer to ensure that everything is handled properly and stored correctly. In order to do this, I would encourage other members of the team to collaborate and get the job done quicker and more efficiently so we can finalise our closing responsibilities so the shop can open smoothly the next day. Additional questions that may be asked. Provide an example of when you worked well in a team. Think of a time when you worked as a team member contributing to a team goal that can be applied to retail. For example, during stock takes. Who are Morrisons' main competitors? Morrisons' main competitors in the UK are a mix of traditional supermarket giants and fellow discount retailers. These include Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Aldi, Lidl, and the Co-op. Availability to work. Step 3. This is the final step and you will be asked when you are available to work. You are expected to give a range of hours throughout the week which you can work. It is advised to say you can work most days. The more flexible you are, the better. Morrisons expects flexibility with early starts, late finishes and weekend shifts. See the opening times on the right. Job offer. I was offered a job later that week via a phone call. Customer assistant contracts at Morrisons typically offer around 20 to 40 hours per week, depending on the store requirements and personal availability. All contracted hours are paid with additional overtime available to support team coverage during busy periods and holidays. It was a part-time permanent role with a starting hourly rate of £12.97 per hour. I worked 4-hour shifts between 8 AM and 12 PM, focusing on unloading deliveries, replenishing chilled and ambient stock on the shop floor, and helping customers at their checkout when needed. Shorter shifts are often scheduled during peak times to help manage customer flow and restocking needs. Job offer. Customer assistant. Morrisons offers both part-time and full-time contracts for customer assistant roles. Contract options. Full-time. These are typically between 35 and 40 hours per week with shifts covering weekdays and weekends. Part-time. This usually ranges from 12 to 30 hours per week depending on store requirements and your availability. You will receive a weekly rota outlining your shifts, but this may vary depending on staffing levels and store demands. Conclusion. Overall, the interview process at Morrisons is straightforward and not overly intense. It's helpful to prepare in advance so you can confidently answer questions about providing excellent customer service. Make sure to highlight your flexibility with shift patterns, your availability, and your strong work ethic. Good luck.